Hey guys, it's Lovely Mess here, and I hope you guys are continuing to stay positive in 2020. I wanted to talk about triggers. I got my army jacket on, I'm feeling ready for battle, and we face triggers every single day, okay? The bottom line is, they talk about post rehab, you need to stay away from the things that trigger you. And yes, you want to limit the amount of things that you allow to affect you. But the bottom line is that there are going to be triggers everywhere, right? I wake up to go to the gas station. That's the same gas station that I used to get my liquor at, right? And I have covered every gas station within a 5-mile radius of my house. So no matter where I'm going, I'm going to be triggered. I go to the grocery store, right? And there's the liquor aisle there. That's where I used to get all my booze. So I'm triggered going to the grocery store. I go to work. I used to drink at work. I am triggered by going to work, right? Because I had a ritual at work as far as what I did there. And I now have to change how I feel about work even, okay? And so what I'm saying is, unless you're going to be locking yourself into a box, right? You are going to be going out and being exposed to triggers all the time, right? Going to regular places are going to trigger you. Seeing people are going to trigger you. Feeling certain emotions are going to trigger you, okay? So you have to be able to realize that you're going to eventually have to accept that feeling because it's not going away. You're not going to be able to avoid certain things. And so now you have to learn how you're going to deal with the feelings that come up when that trigger happens, okay? So that is more so going to be the focus as opposed to being so concerned that, oh, I'm not going to go here. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to see this person. Whatever the situation is, you are instead going to learn how to deal with how that feeling makes you feel, okay, and manage that feeling. And it's not something that's easy. In early recovery, I did feel like I was kind of pushing myself. I am around people who drink and do drugs. I mean, not all the time, but they do it leisurely. And, when I attend parties, that's the activities that are going on. And I make the choice not to engage, not because I don't want to. Because I don't want to, that's what I have to say. But because I know that it's not healthy and it's not the journey I'm on anymore, right? I've already done all of that. I'm looking for new things. I'm making different choices. So the reality is you are going to have to kind of expose yourself, and if the feelings that those triggers bring on are too strong, make sure that you back away from those, right? But you need to get strong. This is a battle. Nothing affects you anymore, okay? As far as you have a different way of how to deal with your emotions now, okay? So you're not going to just easily be affected by the trigger, okay? And it's hard. It takes time. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. But in the meantime, you just need to continue to be proud of where you stand in your sobriety. Understand that these are the feelings that are natural. I just talked about the video with cravings and how those cravings come up. And now that you might be getting rid of one addiction, a whole nother addiction tries to jump on you. I talked about, after the drinking, I, wanted to eat carbs, and now my cigarette smoking has gone up tremendously. So, that's another thing, that happens when I get triggered. Instead of doing the drinking, now I'm smoking a cigarette, which is not a healthy behavior either. This year I'm also trying to see if I could get the nicotine addiction under control, because I'm just trying to be healthy and anything I can do to make better choices. It's hard. I want to have my thing to rely on that when I'm upset that I could just run to, right? But I'm trying to figure out different ways to do that are healthy. It's not easy, you guys. It's not easy. Don't let the triggers and the cravings deter you from being proud of where you stand in your sobriety. The bottom line is that you're going to be feeling these feelings. You're going to be dealing with these things, okay? So you got to get strong. You got to, put on your big girl panties, you know, strap them boots on and you got to kick ass, okay? Because it's not about making excuses anymore. You can keep doing that and say this effect, oh my God, now I have to go back because this, I'm triggered, I'm having my craving. No, you're way stronger than all of that. And that's what we're going to keep talking about moving forward, guys. I am really appreciating you guys watching the videos. I hope you guys subscribe, like the videos, give me feedback as far as what you guys want to see. I'm trying to gain momentum so that we can get the message out faster, okay? Thanks so much, you guys. Have a good night.